In this session, we will discuss about the auto transformer. Auto transformer. Here, in your laboratory, you will listen this word auto transformer because it is highly useful as variac. Variac means it will useful to change the voltage for the required experiments. Required experiment, right? Here, auto transformer and two winding transformer, we will compare the both and you will understand clearly. Auto transformer, it is a it is also electrical transformer with one winding. Generally, any transformer has two windings. It has only one winding, but working same as two winding transformer. The work performed by the two winding transformer is also done by the two winding transformer. And here how the single winding is working. Here one winding used as winding used as primary as well as secondary windings. Primary as well as secondary winding. Only one winding we can use, both primary winding as well as the secondary winding. So we will look in the construction here. I will take auto transformer. In this auto transformer consisting of the only I am drawing only the single winding. Look at here. This is the input. Input always gives the input voltage V1 and input voltage produce the current I1 and take some tap. Take it this input voltage is A and B, take it as the primary voltage and tap at C. C is a point and C and B take it as a load and you will take it, this is as a secondary winding, and I1 current is entering here, I2 current is tapped from here, I1 current is flowing from here, I2 current is tapped here, and I2 current is entering into the load and again I2 current is like this. This is I1 current. This is I1 current, right? So you can write I1 minus R, I2 R. I can write like this, reverse I2 minus I1. Nothing but this is reverse direction of I1 minus I2. So now we will understand this is the auto transformer. Look at here. This AB is primary winding. This AB is the primary winding. Look at here. This complete thing is the primary winding. What about BC? Look at here. BC is secondary winding. Simply. BC is secondary winding. Look at here. Primary winding and BC is the secondary winding. Winding is tapped at C. Look at here. At C, winding is tapped means we are taking some winding path from here C, right? That's why winding is tapped C, right? Here V1 is supply voltage or apply voltage, supplied voltage as input. Supplied voltage as input, we can take it as a V1 as the input. I1 is the input current. Look at here, and V2 is load voltage. V2 is the load voltage. And what about I2? I2 is the load current. I2 is the load current. Look at here, V1 is the input voltage for this transformer and I1 is the input current. The input voltage and input current both is travel into this winding, and output is taken from this BC winding, that is V2, and the current is I2. Here it works on the principle of mutual induction as well as conduction. It works on the principle of mutual induction and conduction. Both principles it will work. Mutual induction and conduction. Why induction and conduction? Look at here. The power flow from this AC part will be, the flux will be flowed as the induction. But look at, from BC winding, the flux will be flowed as the conduction. That's why it will work on the principle of mutual induction as well as the conduction. Here we can write V1 is applied voltage. The applied voltage, the primary voltage per turn, we can write like this: primary voltage per turn. Because we have number of turns, we are applying some voltage, but the primary voltage per turn, we can write it as primary voltage is V1 per turns means N1. The voltage across BC is nothing but V2 kada? V2. So from this we can write voltage across BC. You have to find out the voltage across BC. BC means this portion. This portion voltage means secondary voltage. We can write it as the V2. V2 can be write like this: number of turns is N2, voltage per turn into number of turns. I want the voltage across this, so that's why I am writing like this: voltage per turn into number of turns secondary winding, N2. Assume you can take it is a N2, right? So V2 equal to voltage per turn for primary winding, we can write it as V1 by N1. This is N1 and into N2. Finally we can write V1 by N1 equal to V2 by N2. This is the, and from this we can write V1 by V2, or better to take V2 by V1. V2 by V1 equal to N2 by N1. You can take it as K. V2 by V1 and N2 by N1 equal to some K. This is the transformation ratio. Of any transformer. For auto transformer, here look at here, N1, assume that primary winding turns. Primary winding turns. So here N2 is secondary winding turns, right? So this is the ratio, simply V2 by V1, N2 by N1 equal to K, transformation ratio. If you observe clearly, this ratio is same for the two winding transformer. Also this is the same ratio, understand? So but observe here, in two winding transformer we are using two windings, but in place of two windings we are using only the single winding. This single winding can do the two windings of work. But we have a condition. That condition is, it has to, auto transformer is economical when K is greater than 2. This is a very, very important point. That means secondary voltage magnitude is more than 2 times of the primary voltage magnitude. that time it is useful, otherwise it is not useful. Okay, K value greater than 2. And we have a very good advantage. That advantage is we can save the more number of copper. We should save the more number of copper. Understand? So the number of the weight of the copper, the savings weight of the copper, we will find out here. Next topic is copper saving in auto transformer. Why the copper saving? Two winding, two winding having required more copper, high copper. Single winding requires less copper. This is more copper and this is less copper. Clear? Right. So for that we will draw here. So for that we will do some calculation here. So generally weight of the copper we can write like this: number of turns into current. Weight of the copper depends on the number of turns into current, simply. So weight of the copper for the AC portion. What is AC portion here? Look at here. This is the AC portion. This AC portion weight of the copper is, we can write like this. The AC portion is, we can write N1 minus N2. Current value is generally I1, simply. Why it is? Number of turns are complete N1 here. The secondary winding turns are only N2 here. That's why AC portion is complete N1 minus N2. That's why we will get N1 minus N2. Current is I1 simply. Same as for the BC portion, weight of the copper for the BC portion is like this. BC portion, for BC portion number of turns is generally N2 here. The current is I2 minus I1. So simply write here, number of turns is N2 here, current is I1 minus I2. The current is I1 minus I2. So total weight, by using this we can write the total weight. Total weight is simply like this, that is N1 minus N2 into I1 plus N2 into I1 minus I2. So by doing the calculation, finally we will get, just expand it. By doing the expansion we will get this N1 I1 minus N2 I1 minus N2 I1 plus N1 I2 minus N2 I2. Generally N1 I1 is nothing but N2 I2. Both are same because the voltage is same. That's why we can write like this. From that we can write N2 I1. This is not N2, this is actually N2 I1. This is value N2 I1 and N2 I2. This is right. Minus N2 I1 minus N2 I2. So N1 I1 and N2 I2. N1 I1 and N2 I2. So by doing the calculation directly I can write like this, that is 2 N1 I1 minus N2 I1. 2 N1 I1 to N2 I1, both are same. But same weight of the copper for two winding transformer. Weight of the copper for two winding transformer. Directly we can write 2 N1 I1. So now we will find out the weight of the auto transformer 2 weight of the two winding transformer. You can write like this, that is 2n1 minus I1 n2 I1 by 2n1 I1. Finally we will get 1 minus n2 I1 by n1 I1. So again 1 minus n2 by n1. We will get finally k, 1 minus k. So we can write the weight of the auto transformer equal to 1 minus k into two winding transformer, right? Two winding transformer. So finally, by modifying this, we will get weight of the two winding transformer equal to k times of the weight of the auto transformer. So this is the procedure to do copper savings in the auto transformer. The most important thing is weight of the two winding transformer equal to k times of the weight of the auto transformer. What is k here? K is the transformation ratio. K is the transformation ratio. What is the value of the k? K is simply n2 by n1 V2 by V1 E2 by E1 equal to again I1 by I2. This is the relation between the weight of the two winding transformer equal to k times of the weight of the auto transformer. So finally we can write like this, weight of the two winding equal to k times of the weight of the auto transformer. K times of the weight of the auto transformer. So this is the relation, right? Now we will discuss some advantages of the auto transformer as well as disadvantages. The first advantage is auto transformer are smaller in size. First look at the size, it is very smaller in size and cheaper, less cost. Cost is also cheaper, less cost. Second, it has high efficiency because less ohmic losses and copper losses. It has high efficiency because ohmic and copper losses are less. Ohmic and core losses are less. Why ohmic losses less? Only one winding, that's why it has less resistance. That's why less ohmic losses. Core means wherever the less winding is there, in order to hold that winding we have only one core. That's why core loss is also less. Next, third point, it has better voltage regulation. It has better voltage regulation. What is voltage regulation? Voltage regulation gives the voltage loss or voltage drop, and voltage drop both are same. Better voltage regulation and the voltage drop. So these are the reason we are using auto transformers, very applicable compared with the two winding transformer. But it has a condition. In order to apply the condition, the transformation ratio K must be greater than 2. Transformation ratio K must be greater than 2. Otherwise it is not applicable. Next, disadvantages. So auto transformer consisting of the advantages, it has also some disadvantages. The first is it has only one winding, that's why leakage flux also high. leakage flux is very high. Leakage flux is very high. That's why low reactance, and due to that it will get severe short circuit fault. It will get severe short circuit faults. So it will suffer whenever it will get some problems, it will suffer severe short circuit faults, right? This is also a disadvantage, and one of the disadvantage is transformation ratio always more than 2. This is also one of the disadvantage. Next, applications. General application is, now you are not using the laboratories. If you are using the BW laboratory, in every experiment regarding to the machines, we have the auto transformer. It is used as variac, in laboratory. We know the laboratory. Okay, laboratory. So, but we don't have the labs now, but in the before days we will have the labs. What is the useful? Here the continuous wide range of continuous variable current or load is required. Variable current or load is required. This is the application of our auto transformer. So this is about the auto transformers. The most important thing auto transformer is simply it is very applicable compared with the 2 winding because it's cheap and it has only 1 winding. This 1 winding used as primary as well as secondary. And auto transformer, very important thing is it saves more copper. The reason is it has only 1 winding. That's why it has less resistance and less loss. That's why the winding of the copper also very high. Saving of the copper is very high. The relation is weight of 2 winding transformer equal to K times of weight of the auto transformer. And we have applications: cheaper and smaller size, less losses and better regulation. Disadvantages: it has only 1 winding, that's why leakage flux is high and low reactance. It gets severe short circuit faults. Applications: it is used as variac in laboratory where continuous current is required. Okay, this is about the auto transformer. We have some problems regarding the auto transformer and all the transformers in the last session. That is very useful for you. Okay, thank you.